Boston might not host any games for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. That's right. That's because Josh Kraft, who is the son of Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, has decided to run for mayor of Boston. And of course, there's no way you could put the New England Patriots into a blind trust. So what does this have to do with the World Cup? Let me get to the story. So in January, days before Josh Kraft announced his run for mayor of Boston, city officials were ready for a meeting on a topic of great relevance to his family, whether taxpayers would shoulder some of the costs related to the World Cup matches being held next summer at Gillette Stadium, which the Krafts own. Now, that meeting was with members of the FIFA World Cup Boston 2026 host committee, which has deep ties to the Krafts. 2 of the 3 board members are executives at the family business. And they say that they needed $170 million to cover expenses like busing fans to Foxborough, improving the nearby commuter train station, and replacing the stadium's turf field with grass. And if the organizers cannot raise this $170 million, FIFA might just take the games to another city. Of course, if that was to happen, that would completely ruin the reputation of the city. But it also highlights how the mayoral run of Josh Kraft is only going to further entangle the city with the Kraft family's businesses. I mean, again, like the title said, there's no way you could put the New England Patriots on a blind trust. Everyone knows who the New England Patriots are and who owns them. And to be fair, Josh Kraft has never held an operational role in the family business. Apparently, he's been leading the nonprofit work of the organization. But that's your dad. You're gonna tell me you ain't gonna pick up the phone when daddy calls and he's gonna ask for a favor? Like, come on now. The crazy part is, he was intending to stay as the head of the Patriots Foundation until public pressure finally convinced him otherwise. Of course, if you remember, Robert Kraft was instrumental in bringing the World Cup to Boston. He served as honorary chair of the bid committee, and that's a big reason why Boston got World Cup matches instead of Washington, D.C. And according to emails between the Kraft family and the city, the Kraft family just doesn't want to pay for these improvements to the stadium. They want the city of Boston to pay up for it, which means the taxpayers are paying for the bill here. Which the city spokesperson said that Boston officials strongly disagree with the Kraft family, that Boston taxpayers should pay for the stadium upgrades at Gillette Stadium. And even though the family keeps saying they ain't requesting funding from the city, it looks like indeed they are. And there you go, another classic example of when politics mixes with sports. In this case, Boston, I have one piece of advice. Don't vote for Josh Kraft! Then again, the city might be screwed after all, because if the Kraft family don't want to fund the upgrades and the city ain't going to put up the money, FIFA might just come in and say, hey DC, you want to host these games? Purely speculation there.